the only word spoken by Yahuah to the people. Like and subscribe to let YouTube know that this is a worthy video. Shalom, this is Kayil Batya. Today I'm going to be making a video which is one of the first videos for my Torah law section on wisdompalmtree.com. Now the Torah law section, I'm going to be keeping it simple, and I'm going to be using the scriptures for visual so I can get the word out quickly. But I'm not going to slack on the information. The information is going to be there. Some of the videos will be longer and some of the videos will be shorter. But I am going to break down the topics per video. I might combine one video with all the topics relating to that subject onto one video, but I'm going to keep it simple. Today's video is about the only Torah laws that were spoken by the mouth of the Almighty Yahuah. These are known as the Ten Commandments. And before I read the audio of the Ten Commandments, which is in Exodus chapter 20, I want to let you know about the top 10 things people don't realize and understand about the Ten Commandments. And after I finish this video, I'm going to address each of the 10 commandments in separate videos. It might have, certain commandments might have more videos than others. Like, for example, murder is actually an in-depth topic. It's not cut, dry, and simple. You know, there's 3 different types of murder. Since I've already mentioned that, let me tell you other things you might not be aware of. The vast majority of people are breaking the 10 commandments right and left. And you might not be aware that you are breaking the 10 commandments. The first commandment, which I will read, is about only worshiping Yahuah. But if you praise and pray to Jesus, and you have your hope and trust on another Elohim, almighty power, besides Yahuah. Yahuah is the only mighty power. If you trust another mighty power, you're breaking the first commandment. Commandment number 2 says not to make graven images, but most people have idols in their home and they don't even realize that they have idols. I have to review this. The third commandment, taking the Yah's name in vain, most people don't even understand that. The most people don't know Yahuah's name, and not knowing his name is actually taking his name in vain. Most don't know that. The Sabbath day commandment. Most people don't realize that Saturday is actually not the Sabbath. Sunday is not the Sabbath. The Sabbath is different, and it's calculated differently. The fifth commandment, the only Torah law that actually promises you a long life, is honoring your parents. And as I mentioned before, there are 3 types of murders that I would put in 3 different categories. And one of them would be, actually I'm not even including this in the category, is hating somebody could convict you of the crime of murder. This is according to Torah law. If you hate somebody and they end up being dead, you're going to be coming up into questioning, and any witnesses that come against you and say, yep, I heard him or her say she hated him or her, you're going to pretty much get the punishment of murdering that person. Now, stealing is one of those commandments where you actually can pay for that crime by paying double or 3 times the value of the item you stole. Okay, but there is an instance where if someone were to kill you during your thievery, it's according to the Bible that, no one's going to pay for your death because you stole. You came in and you was doing a crime and someone shot you. But usually stealing is not going to be a crime, punishment, or death. But if you steal from Yahuah, well, that's a different story. There was a man and his whole family who died because he stole from Yahuah. Okay, so there's many aspects of the 10 commandments that are not cut and dry. I would say all of the 10 commandments, they need further explanation. Okay, and how about adultery? A man can have multiple wives. Why isn't that adultery? Okay, and bearing false witness is obstruction of justice. And this, I would say, is the unforgivable sin. You cannot repent from that. And why is it wrong? Why is the Ten Commandments, why is coveting, wanting something your neighbor has, why is that listed as one of the top commandments? Well, I'm not going to cover any of these points in detail in this video. I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to now, I just wanted to pique your interest concerning the Ten Commandments and to let you know that you don't know all you need to know concerning it. I'm going to read what Yahuah spoke with his mouth, and you're going to learn why he doesn't speak to us. Exodus chapter 20. And Elohim spake these words, saying, I am Yahuah thy Elohim, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other Elohim before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, Yahuah, thy Elohim, am a jealous Elohim, visiting the iniquity of the forefathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Thou shalt not take the name of Yahuah thy Elohim into futile, for Yahuah will not hold him guiltless that maketh his name futile. Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it set apart. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahuah thy Elohim. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days Yahuah made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore Yahuah granted the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which Yahuah thy Elohim giveth thee. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. And all the people saw the thunderings, and the lightnings, and the noise of the trumpet, and the mountain smoking. When the people saw it, they removed and stood afar. And they said unto Moses, Speak thou with us, and we will hear. But let not Elohim speak with us, lest we die. And Moses said unto the people, Fear not, for Elohim is come to prove you, and that his fear may be before your faces, that ye sin not. And the people stood afar off, and Moses drew near unto the thick darkness where Elohim was. And Elohim said unto Moses, Thou shalt say unto the children of Israel, Ye have seen that I have talked with you from heaven. Ye shall not make with me gods of silver, neither shall ye make unto you gods of gold. An altar of earth thou shalt make unto me, and shalt sacrifice thereon thy burnt offerings and thy peace offerings, thy sheep and thine oxen. In all places where I record my name, I will come unto thee, and I will grant thee. And if thou wilt make an altar of stone, thou shalt not build it of hew stone. For if thou lift up thy tool upon it, thou hast polluted it. Neither shalt thou go up by steps upon mine altar, that thy nakedness be not discovered thereon. This ends Exodus chapter 20 when Yahuah spoke to the people. If you would like to learn more about Yahuah's Torah laws, visit kayilbatia.com. I have already made several posts concerning the Torah laws. But I'm going to be posting the videos concerning these Torah laws on Wisdom Palm Tree, and I'll break it down here. So visit wisdompalmtree.com to see all the videos. Shalom, Yahuah.